For more than 150 years, the FA Cup has left an indelible mark on the game. From the early finals to the modern era under the Wembley Arch, and everything in between, its history is unrivaled.
Goal for Chelsea!
Join in the applause for the unlikely winners.
What a strike!
History before your very eyes.
Welcome to the Emirates FA Cup preview show. Coming up, a big task for non-league Chesham United.
Beat Lincoln City. Well, we'll give it a good go. There's always an upset in the FA Cup, so why not us?
Expectation is high at Birmingham City. Can new owners deliver success?
Birmingham's a huge club. It's a huge club and absolutely should be a club that is in the Premier League, and that's what we're all working very hard to achieve.
The FA Cup began in July. We'll look at some of the stories from the early stages.
Are we going to win the FA Cup? Of course we're not, but the further we go, the more money the club makes.
And the tables are turned in our FA Cup quiz.
Oh my God, I won't get a single one of these.
That's a tricky one, isn't it?
"745 teams entered this year's FA Cup, which began in July with the extra preliminary round. Our journey started with a former finalist for Stoke City.
I'm Brian Sutton, Hanley Town player manager and co-owner of the Black Lion. When I came away from football slightly, I just decided I needed something to do. Can't sit at home and do nothing. Dave, the father-in-law, has been running it, so one morning I said, right, I'll come across, give you a hand and see what's what, and I've not left yet, so... And that's what people love. That's what we're sell a lot of, don't we? Yeah. Yes. Always in here in the morning, making sure we're right for the weekend, and then we'll be off to football after to get the lads ready and prepared for the game. Currently still playing, player manager. About 2 years ago, saw the chairman come to me and ask if I'd fancy taking it until the end of the season.
All right.
So we were just on the whim where we asked him down. He said, "Oh, I'm not sure. But I think it's fair to say he's fell in love."
Joe 17, Ty 18. Okay. And you've got these lads that they've got a normal job, they're working hard, and then they actually come to enjoy playing football. And that's what I love about it. It gets you back to the core people that actually make football tick, I think.
After falling behind to Boldmere St Michael's, Ollie Hayward's equaliser took the tie to a replay, with Hanley eventually coming out on top after a penalty shootout. Into the preliminary round, and at the helm of Heybridge Swifts, a famous football hardman, Julian Dix.
You know, he's a scary guy on the pitch.
I think he looks fairly laid back. I know he wasn't like that as a player.
Honestly, once you speak to him, he's such a lovely guy.
I expect my players to give me 100%. That's all I can ask for. You can't ask them to play well, you can't ask them to score goals, but you can ask them to give 100%, and that's what I do. My biggest memory is I was injured and we played in the semi-finals of the FA Cup and we got beat 4-0 by Nottingham Forest. But the thing that stood out for me was the West Ham fans. They sang Billy Bond's Claret and Blue Army for 90 minutes. It stood with me. I'm getting goosebumps now, so that was a special memory.
Here we go.
The FA Cup is what it's all about as far as we're concerned.
Very important for most non-league clubs. One, because it generates money. Are we going to win the FA Cup? Of course we're not, but the further we go, the more money the club makes.
The evening started well. Toby Robinson opened his Swifts account, but a second-half Leverstock Green leveller took the tie to penalties. Lewis Brown missed the decisive kick, meaning more FA Cup heartbreak for Julian Dix.
Very, very... I'm trying to find a word now, and not to swear, but listen, it is football, and it does happen. And when I played, it's happened many times to me. You have to take it on the chin. It is what it is.
In the first qualifying round, Step 7 clubs entered, including Berkhamsted, and last season's Golden Ball winner for top scorer.
Yeah, the day out was amazing. All the family were there. I could go to the final with a bit of confidence that Harlem wasn't going to score 5 or 6. And I got be pitch side, do a few interviews, get in the royal box, and then just walk the match ball out, which was unbelievable in some atmosphere.
Did you bring the trophy with you today? Or?
No, that's safely at home. That's on the shelf at home.
It's mind-blowing how he's not in the professional game. I don't want to say that too loudly in case anyone gets any ideas and takes him off us, but he's just such an intelligent footballer.
Did he get 12, 10 goals last year? Beat Erling Haaland, didn't he? So he's not a mug. Hopefully today doesn't get any. Hopefully we can kick him out of the cup and he gets no goals.
He started quite well. He got 2 in the first FA Cup game, and on this pitch, on this surface, I would be surprised if he doesn't contribute today.
And it didn't take JJ long to make his mark. A 23rd minute penalty setting up a 2-0 win for Berkhamsted, leaving last year's top scorer dreaming of more cup history.
I'd love to play in the first round. That's sort of the last thing I've got really to tick off in the cup, really. So that's definitely my aim.
To the second qualifying round, and an unlikely saviour at Scunthorpe United after the club's decline.
I'm a grandma. I've got 8 grandkids. You know, I've had one of them in at the club with me today because I had meetings, and I do feel that I'm missing out on that side, but I couldn't walk away. You know, we desperately wanted to at least try to save the club.
Michelle Harness acquired Scunthorpe last year after the previous owner withdrew funding.
I think you can see from the town support of the club that they all come together, and now we're averaging 4,500 fans in a National League North league, which is incredible. Hopefully it's a firm base we're on now, and hopefully we can get better and better.
We've fallen so far. You know, hopefully going forward the club's going to return to where it was.
The Scunthorpe revival continued on the pitch as the Iron swept aside Newcastle Town to book their place in the next round. Bigger battles await, but this was another night of optimism for a club on the up.
I mean, I started my career here, so I owe them a lot, and hopefully we can get going.
After a famous cup win over Torquay United, Step 8 Bishop's Cleeve were hoping for another big day.
We've been to the 4th qualifying round against Eastbourne a few years ago, but this is special, having beaten Torquay in the last match. You know, there's a big buzz around the village, so we're very excited.
That's the beauty of the FA Cup, and that's what it can bring to community clubs like ourselves.
This is a club that has been struggling to pull attendances of around 100, 120. And, you know, things are starting to happen a little bit off the pitch and on it as well. And obviously, beyond it has been the FA Cup.
Of course, then you've got the real carrot, the first round proper. I mean, that would be beyond our wildest dreams.
We're the village side in this cup competition, so let's just give it our best shot.
Against Chesham, the moment Cleeve were waiting for. Ross Langworthy threw on goal, but the skipper couldn't convert, and the tie finished goalless.
We're in the draw for the FA Cup on Monday. Guys, we're proud of you.
It was a brave effort from the village side, who lost the replay 4-0, but could reflect on a great cup run, while Chesham marched on.
So I live in Chesham, and I used to come along to watch twice a season. Then I had children, I had 3 boys, and they all play for the youth teams, and gradually I kept coming along more and more. Meanwhile, I was doing a programme on Channel 4 called Taskmaster, and we filmed here with the help of the club. So we started this relationship where I used the club and they used me, and the chairman of Chesham, Peter Brown, it was his idea to get us to have our name on the front of the shirts so that we can sell a whole load more shirts, and all the money goes to Chesham United. I love seeing people wearing the shirt with my show on it, both on the pitch and in the stands or up and down the high street in Chesham.
Come on, Chesham!
I did a big charity thing here 3 years ago, I think, and the chairman pinned me down afterwards physically and said, "We want you on the board." So I said yes, without realising what it meant, and have regretted it ever since. My actual job is to help promote Chesham United Football Club, which is what I'm doing right now, because of my face, my wonderful face. So I'm here to tell people how good, not just Chesham is, but how good non-league football is.
Love it, beautiful!
What he's done for the club, you know, the last couple of years is absolutely fantastic. You know, he does so much. He's brilliant towards like the board and myself and Muzz as well. So can't speak highly enough about all those guys and what they've done for the club. They've been great assets for us.
You can really tell what something like the FA Cup means to non-league football when your club progresses. So, yeah, it's had a huge effect. And I think we feel like the club is representing the town and the town's representing the club. So, it's all positive. Right. Take 5 blind penalties.
The most scored in the quickest time wins.
Your time starts now.
It sounds good. There's a lot of balls in the goal. I wasn't as blind as some blind people. But well done, Greg. Oh, I've heard it.
Surely I have to look to see the other balls. Where is it? No way.
Yeah!
I was a bit nervous just to miss one, I think, but yeah, I think I've done all right. Yeah, 5 out of 5, so I can't complain.
I don't even know how many went in. I think 4 went in. The last one didn't quite go in, but yeah, had a good go anyway.
Quite difficult, but I think it's better than I usually take them, so I'll take that.
Beat Lincoln City.
Well, we'll give it a good go.
All in, let's go. Go on.
We've got every opportunity in a 90-minute match, so fingers crossed.
It's always exciting. Anytime, especially kind of eye level, when you get to the FA Cup first round, played 3 games to get here, so anytime you get there, it's exciting.
This second year we've done it. Last year we've got a team in the league above. This year we've got League One, so as high as we could get. So it's exciting for the club, big ambitions.
The atmosphere around the club's brilliant. It's great for the fans. Everyone's involved, and you know, even from top to bottom, it's just exciting all round, really.
I think we won't give up. I think it'd be a shame if we go into half-time more than 2 goals down. But I don't expect us to. I expect it to be tight.
We can't just say, you know, we're here for a night out. We have to work out a plan in a way that we can be successful in a football match, which obviously we're starting with tonight. And if we can put that plan in action, then you never know the magic of the FA Cup. You know, we could get over the line.
There's always an upset in the FA Cup, so why not us?
Still to come, first-round giants Birmingham City face a tricky tie at non-league Sutton United.
Everybody that comes against Birmingham City this year is having a right good go. There's a lot of outside noise with the media, and there's probably a target on our back.
And the stakes are high as 2 non-league clubs battle to make history.
It's hard to tell the lads don't think about the next game, but it's impossible because they're all going to see that we're playing a League 2 side. If we win, Russia will be the same.
Birmingham is often seen as the second city of the United Kingdom. However, its namesake football club have been drawing up a blueprint of success to put the Blues front and centre in the sporting world.
Birmingham's a huge club. It's a huge club, and absolutely should be a club that is in the Premier League, and that's what we're all working very hard to achieve.
If we do the right things and keep working hard on the training pitch, in 3 years, I think, if I can say that I'm a Premier League player, like I say, it'd be amazing.
The driving force behind these grand plans is part owner and chairman Tom Wagner, joined by minority investor and 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
Obviously, there's a few people involved, but Tom Wagner, you know, he's been really, really supportive. Speak to him regularly. He's always there for a chat or shaping the direction of the club moving forward. Tom Brady, obviously, he's a sporting legend in his own right, and yeah, I speak to Tom every week after every game, and he's really keen and interested and keen to help in any way he can.
They're in it, we're in it, and all the staff are, so it's important having that togetherness, and I think the fans now have seen sort of they're on board as well, and they're sort of the driving force for us to perform.
So there's a lot of good people involved, a lot of experienced people, and all want the same thing, which is to take this club on a journey.
Plans have been unveiled for a new sports quarter, creating a globally recognisable sporting and entertainment location, partly inspired by Manchester City's stunning Etihad campus.
This training ground, in the summer when I first came, there was renovations going on, there was investment going on, and I thought to myself, well, it's very unusual for a team that's been relegated for the ownership to be investing money in the facilities and the infrastructure. So they're here for the long haul, and the plans are very exciting.
It's a massive club. They deserve something like that, and hopefully it all goes ahead. And I think there'll be loads of jobs for people in and around Birmingham as well. So I think it's a massive thing for Birmingham as a whole.
Despite relegation from the Championship last season, the Blues invested heavily in the summer, including smashing the League One record for Jay Stansfield from Fulham and bringing in current top scorer Alfie May.
I think it's probably my best start at a football club, and it's such a big club as well. It's nice to sort of get that start, and yeah, I got brought in to score goals and to get them back to the champ, and that's what I want to carry on doing.
He's proven he can score at this level, and already he's got off to a good start, but he brings more than that. He brings a real honesty and a work ethic, and he's a good experienced player as well, so I've been really pleased as a signing. He's been excellent.
4 seasons ago, May had a memorable moment in the FA Cup during his time at Cheltenham against illustrious opposition.
Helped on, it was from the throw, and it's Alfie May who's got in to score!
When I see that ball hit the net, the feeling, just emotions, everything. It was a good test, obviously, to sort of play against Premier League players, but I think we held our own. It was unlucky in the end.
Playing in the FA Cup first round for the first time in 30 years, Birmingham will travel to National League Sutton United, the stage for some famous cup upsets.
They say, don't they, the upset of the FA Cup, this is what this competition and why it's so good, and anyone can beat anyone. It's a one-off game.
Going to a National League team might seem easier for us on paper, but there's no doubt in my mind we've got a big test, because rightly so, they'll be hungry for progression to the next round as well. They're at home.
Everybody that comes against Birmingham City this year is having a right good go. I think we're obviously a team to beat. Like I say, there's a lot of outside noise with the media and things like that, so there's probably a target on our back.
One step at a time, but yeah, if we can put a cup run together in this, then it would be something pretty special. So it's a game I'm really looking forward to. I love the FA Cup. When I was at Leicester, as assistant manager, we won it, so I know what it means, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
National League NorthPeterborough Sports have risen up the non-league pyramid in recent years. In the 4th qualifying round, they stood on the cusp of history, with a debut appearance in the first round proper in their sights.
I'm from Peterborough and half the team are, and the one thing we said is we are doing it because we want the lads to be in the first round of the FA Cup. Me as a manager and the staff want to do it, and the club, but it's also for people from around here, you know, who probably know that we're quite a small club and we haven't achieved anything at a big level, but to be in the FA Cup first round would be phenomenal. If we can get over the line, it would just be a great achievement.
Luke Steele joined the club in February 2023, and along with co-manager Michael Gash, brings vast experience. In 2008, Steele played a memorable role in Barnsley's famous cup run.
Yeah, I've been a lucky lad. I think my whole career was boosted by the FA Cup run we had in 2008. You know, going on loan on a Wednesday, Thursday to a team that I'd never played for, and obviously playing at Anfield against Liverpool away, and that was how my career kind of got kick-started.
Stayed in here for Vinayun, counts! This young goalkeeper, Luke Steele, equal to the task.
I went in thinking if I can keep this at 3-0, then maybe I'll stay in the side, but you know, we got the win and beat Chelsea next and had a game at Wembley, which was just phenomenal. And the FA Cup has just been everything to me, and you know, as a manager now, I try and relay that onto the pitch to the players, because it's so important to respect this tournament more than anything, because it's just so historical, and there's so much magic to be seen every tie, every year in this FA Cup.
Opponents Rushall were also looking for a maiden first-round appearance, but traffic delays weren't great preparation.
never make excuses about journeys or whatever, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, yeah, just get on with the game. We've got a few lads which, know the ropes, so, yeah, I'm hoping that stands us in good stead.
After a 1-1 draw at Rushall 3 days earlier, both sides knew the prize for the winners in the first round.
Whoever wins that game will face Accrington Stanley.
It's hard to tell the lads not to watch or don't think about the next game, but it's impossible because they're all going to see that we're playing a League Two side. If we win, Rushall will be the same.
We know what the stakes are, but we've got to play the football match. And, you can think it too far ahead, but it's about playing this game, doing well tonight, and hopefully that'll be enough.
A tense match saw Peterborough Sports come closest in the first half, but they found former player Paul White in fine form. Rushall's best chance fell to Terrell Pennant, who couldn't convert, so the tie would go to penalties. The first 8 kicks were scored before Dan Jarvis saw his kick saved by White, giving Rushall's Ethan McLeod the chance to seal an historic victory.
Credit to us, we got here late, picked up a few knocks and lads have come in, young lads, and yeah, it wasn't for the faint-hearted, was it? But I thought both teams went toe-to-toe, and we were the fortunate ones to win on penalties.
Obviously, we're devastated with being knocked out of the cup. In the dressing room, I've said to everybody that we were more than pleased with the performance and just gutted that the goalkeeper was that good today.
That was a pretty good record over the years of saving penalties in shootouts, but these are the moments where you step up and be counted, and that's my job, isn't it? We're always in the history books, the first team from Rushall Olympic to get to the first round proper. It's a huge occasion for the club, and this is what it's all about.
Finally, it's quiz time. We show our guests a team sheet from a classic match with a few omissions. Can they name the missing men? And this week, it's last year's final.
Oh my God, I won't get a single one of these.
First, Manchester City. Who was in goal for the champions?
The German goalkeeper.
The keeper.
Well, that is hard.
That's a tricky one, isn't it?
You've got to bear in mind, I'm a non-league football fan. I'm not interested in these people.
Honestly, when you tell me this is going to annoy me.
Keeper, I don't know his name.
Something like Heinz or Mainz.
I'm going to have to give up.
Ortega.
Well done, Chris. In goal, Stefan Ortega. Next, the holding midfielder.
He's good, isn't he?
Oh, my God. So the midfielder's Rodri.
Rodri's one of them.
Rodri.
Easy. The new Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri. And ahead of him, for City...
The best Premier League player, the Belgian one, just behind Haaland.
I'm missing something really bad here, aren't I?
The 10 is...
Oh, my God.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
OK, got him. De Bruyne.
It was Kevin De Bruyne. The Belgian was substituted in the 56th minute, with United on top. So who started at right back for the Reds?
I'm glad you haven't hidden Amrabat from me, because there's no way I would have got Amrabat.
Wan-Bissaka.
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 Great start. It was Aaron Wan-Bissaka, now of West Ham. But who was the Argentine on the United right?
Long hair, short hair.
So...
And he scored in the final, did he?
Garnacho.
Garnacho.
Garnacho?
Oh, yeah, no, I would never, ever have got that.
It was the scorer of United's first goal, Alejandro Garnacho, leaving one man in midfield.
Who is the midfielder?
Mainu. Mainu in midfield.
Oh, Mainu.
Kobe Mainu.
Oh, I'm quite pleased I got Mainu.
Well done, Alex. England's Kobe Mainu was United's match winner on the day and the final missing man. And so a decent effort all round, with some pretty impressive scores on the board.
There we go.
5 out of 6, you take that, didn't you?
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. 5 out of 6, not bad.
It's a moment non-league clubs up and down the country dream of. to reach the FA Cup first round is an achievement. Now, to make some national headlines. Good luck to all the clubs this weekend. Enjoy the action, and we'll see you for round 2.